early birds and night owls. My name is Nox, aka Mako, and welcome back to Rise of Industry. First thing I want to highlight for you guys is that it seems that there's a problem with the sand collectors, and that means that we're going to have to rebuild ours. I saved the game, I loaded it, saved it again, loaded it, and no matter what I did, the sand collectors were just totally gone. Both of them are, since we only have 2 of them so far. So we're going to have to rebuild them. That means we're going to have to actually delete a part of this road and rebuild the sand collector. Let's see, somewhere over there we go. Unfortunately, that means that these harvesters don't work either, so we're going to have to remove them. And I really hope that this isn't a thing that we're going to have to do every single time, because that's just too big of a bug for me to actually handle. So let's go back to 3 harvesters. I think that was efficient enough for us. Alright, so Weston Sand Collector is back in action. Weston Sand Collector. And we actually have to redirect this one to, let's see, we were sending this to, had to be this one. Not so sure how many trucks we had going there, but I'm going to take 3, and it's pretty close. So it's really not that, yes, it should be 3. It should be 3, and if not, then I'll have to fix that. And we had another one all the way over here. Ignore all these because I just haven't pressed play yet. So we're going to have to go ahead and, let's see, delete this, and I believe this one. So we can actually replace our sand collector right up in here. Yes. And let's connect all these. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4 harvesters have to get replaced. Oh boy. Oh boy. All the money. All right. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. It happens. And we basically made back half of the money that we spent on that. So maybe it's not the worst thing, but it's still just not ideal. Let's place this one right there, and lastly, this one's going to go right there. All right, and of course we're gonna, let's see, that's first field, so we're gonna rename this one first field sand collector, and send this over to the nearby glassworks with 3 trucks. I suppose that's perfect enough. Sure. All right, so there we go. That should be everything fixed. Excuse me, game. What's missing? What did I not fix? Let's see. Let's take a look at what we did not fix. Look good over here. We're looking good at first fields for sure. This train, I hope it's still working. It's basically transporting. What is this transporting again? Orange juice, right? So we can sell some orange juice here as well, because I thought we were producing way too many somewhere, and I figured we could do better. We could definitely do better. It looks like everything is okay everywhere, and okay, actually the thing is gone. Good. So let's see. I think Nevin is one of those places where we are producing apples, and I believe the grocery store wants apples. Yes, they do. Okay, so we're going to go from the warehouse. We're going to go and, oh, nope, do not want that. We're going to select apples, and we're going to send that off to the grocery store, because when we did this for Swavesey, whatever it is, we actually were able to grow a bit, and so this city was actually able to get a bookstore, and that means we were able to expand our empire and make more money. And oh my gosh, we have a liquor store. It's time for Brandy, you guys. It is time for Brandy. All right, so that means that we are now able to make brandy here and sell it for a big, big profit. This is going to be so good, because brandy is one of those things that's just, it's so profitable. So profitable. So, of course, we're going to need to make something to hold the liquor in somehow first. So we already have a lumberyard here. Can we actually send this somewhere else? Yes, we can. We can send our wood somewhere else. We're not really storing any. Can we add any harvesters? No, we cannot. We might actually need another lumberyard now I'm looking at it, because that's clearly not enough. So, yep, we're going to have to get a second lumberyard. No doubt about that. I guess we can probably just put that, oh boy. I kind of want to make it like back here, just because this is super close to trees, and just make a road going through. I think that's not going to be a problem. Let's see. Let's just make it parallel to this one like this. I guess that's fine. And let's add a few harvesters on the side. 1. And let's shoot 2, maybe 2. I don't know. We might actually need to send wood somewhere else too. All right, so let's go with that, and that should be good. We're going to connect that up somewhere over here, and we'll have even extra road if we want to put something else like over here. We may need more harvesters, but whatever. All right, so we're going to send wood. Where are we going to send wood? We're going to send wood over to our carpentry, which is probably actually properly placed over here. We can even place it like right here. That shouldn't be a problem. I think I want it though on this side of the road, just because I don't want to delete any trees. All right, so our carpentry. We're going to go and call this the Swavesey Lumber Yard 2. And we're going to send over our wood. Actually, first we have to select barrels. And we're going to send over this wood to carpentry. There we go. We should probably call that the Swavesey carpentry. We're going to take 2 trucks just because I want to make sure that we get a lot of stuff in here. Swavesey carpentry. There we go. And so we're going to make barrels here. Where exactly is it that we're going to send the barrels? Well, honestly, I'm not 100% sure, so I am going to place down our, let's see, we should have it right here, brewery and distillery. Obviously, the liquor store is right there, so we can probably do with placing it maybe... Do we need roads over there? I'll just place it here, honestly. And let's see, to make brandy, we are going to need, quite a little bit of stuff. We're going to need wine, and then we're going to need, what else is that? A bottle? Is that a bottle? I believe that's a bottle. We're going to need a lot of stuff here, you guys. So, first things first, this one's going to have wine and the barrel. So we're going to go ahead and send the barrels over to this one. This one's going to be the wine distillery? Wine brewery? I don't know. Wine brewery. This is one of those words that I never really 100% figured out how to say, so my apologies. And distillery. There we go. Alright, so we're going to send our barrels over here, which is going to be a pretty short trip. So let's go ahead and send over barrels to this one. And we're going to send just 2 trucks. There we go. Just because this is pretty close, so I think 1 or 2 trucks should be fine. And of course, we're going to have to make a second one of these guys right over here. And this one's going to be for brandy specifically. So we're going to need bottles. And we have bottles somewhere else, but this place is a little bit too far from that. We are making bottles all the way over here. Actually, aren't we making bottles over here? We are. Seems like we're not making enough, though. So maybe we can make more and send them off somewhere else. Although now I'm thinking I should probably get rid of our orange juice production because that's really not as profitable. Let's be real here. Let's see. We're going to call this let's delete this. And this one's going to be called Brandy. Yeah, the rest of it can stay capital, whatever. So we're going to need wine. So we're going to send our wine over to, let's see, destination wine is going to the one next door with just 1 truck because it's too close for comfort. So then we're going to go ahead and send our brandy over to the liquor store. And that should be it. We're going to try to take 3 trucks if we need them. I don't know if we will, but, we might. Bottles, oh boy, we're going to need for sure a train. No doubt about that, 100% going to need a train. And we're going to need to produce grapes. So, I mean, orange juice is making us some money. I want to, so badly, swap this over so that this won't be an orange orchard. But I think we actually need to make a second one just because I have to keep it. I have to keep it. Something inside me just says keep it. Don't get rid of it just yet. So we're going to go ahead and make a 3rd orchard. And we're going to call this one the, let's see, Weston Grape Orchard. Sure. And we're going to produce ourselves, or we could just call it, yeah, Grape Orchard. Wow, I wonder what the actual name for that is. Weston Vineyards. There we go. And we're going to need water over here, naturally. So that's definitely something. So we're going to go ahead and send this over to the train. So we're not exactly going to send it over anywhere just yet. So let's go ahead and add these guys in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lastly 5. All right, so we have a great production. Have to make sure that I keep that in mind, otherwise I'm going to forget completely. So of course we have a lot of water over here. This is good. That means we can definitely send over plenty of water to the vineyards. So we need more trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, let's go for 4. And if it's not much, then we're going to definitely buy some more. Ah, right, because we need water for the orange juice factory and the orange orchard. Got it. I was like, that seems a little bit weird. No, that's good. Okay, so we're bringing water from there to there. That's a little bit far, but it's, we might get more trucks if that's really a big problem. We're going to need a train, no doubt. So we're going to go ahead and place a train along the way here. I think I can make a road. That makes this connection not so bad. Let's see, we can place this right here. Honestly, like super close. It wouldn't be that much of an issue either. I think that's better. Yeah, let's just go do that so we won't actually have to make the road. So we're going to go ahead and connect this over somewhere. We have to bring this all the way over to here. Let's see, we're going to stretch this out maybe through to here because that's something we might need at some point. I'm not so sure. Whatever. Let's just bring this all the way through here. And where are we going to have our train? That's a thing. Well, we're going to need the grapes right here. So I think maybe making it right next door is going to be perfect. So let's see. We're going to need a train terminal right over... We're going to flip this guy. This way? Yeah, you know what? That's not that bad. Sure. We can bring the path all the way around, which it seems dumb, but really that's the best way to do it. At least in my opinion, that's the best way to do it. So let's go ahead and connect the rail all the way over through here, and we're going to bring it up a little bit. I think we can still fit some stuff there if we need to. Alright, and now we're going to make just connections right there, and that should be good. Alright, so all we're going to get here at this train terminal, let's just name this one Swavesey Train Terminal. We're going to send grapes with 3 trucks, I suppose, even though it's right next door. Just gotta make sure that we're always filling things in as much as needed. And we're gonna take bottles as well to, let's buy 3 more trucks, to the Brandy, oh god, the capitals. The capitals on that, it looks so weird. I want to change that so badly. Okay, I'm gonna change it for sure. Brewery and distillery, sure. Okay, so we're gonna send the bottles there, and of course that means we're gonna have to make sure that we are sending bottles and grapes over to there. So let's see, destination for the grapes of course is gonna be the train. Oh, we didn't name this one. We didn't name it. So this one's gonna be Weston Train Terminal, and naturally we're going to send over our grapes to the train terminal. So the train terminal, there we go. And I suppose we can probably take all trucks with us, sure. And now we're going to have to send bottles over there. So this one's going to be a little bit of a further drive. That means we might just have to ramp up our truck issues here. So let's see. This is definitely making... I know that made no sense. My apologies. This is definitely making... We have 6 trucks here. Sure, let's get another 6 trucks. As if that's not too much. Oh, boy. And let's see. How are we doing on bottles here? Oh, we have more than enough bottles here. So I think we're going to be good. I think we're definitely going to be good. Just as long as we're making enough sand. It looks like we're not. So we might just need to get some more sand over here. And let's just go all the way to 5. Sure. Just to make sure that we always have sand going, so we're always ready. So there we go. And we're going to go, of course, make sure that we ramp up our sand to the glassworks. 3. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. And this one has to make tons of glass, so of course we're gonna maybe 1 truck. I don't think so. We're gonna try 3 trucks and see if we can maybe take as much as possible, so maybe that's gonna start working. Well, let's get it working, and of course we are missing a trade route, so let's go ahead and add a route, and we're gonna go from Weston to... Oops, that's not what I wanted at all. Go back, add a stop, at 2, we're going to stop at Swavesey, whatever. And so we're going to take with us half grapes. And let's make 2 of these from now, just in case. I'm not entirely sure how many we're going to need. And we're going to need bottles here as well. Are bottles considered a finished product, or what are they? Components? Ah, they are components. Okay, and bottles as well. And of course we're going to drop them all off there. Alright, so... our wine and our brandy production will soon get started, but of course we are still waiting for basically everything. We might just get a healthy dose of, or a healthy stock of barrels here, but, you know, it's not that bad. Are we actually producing any? We have, yeah, we are producing some barrels. Nice. So we should be taking them over there. We already have barrels there. Good. And over here we are basically just waiting for both things. So soon enough, we shall get that, but we're just waiting on our grapes and our bottles. Let's see, are we getting any stocked up in here? We have grapes, that's for sure. We just don't yet have bottles. So if we never really seem to get too many bottles, we're gonna have to make a second bottle factory, no doubt about that. Yeah, we're getting more than enough grapes here. So bottles, let's see, we're slowly producing 1 bottle. How many do we have over here? We have, what? Did that just glitch hardcore, or was that just me? It had like 9 bottles and then they suddenly all disappeared. That was not right at all. Well, let's see. Are we bringing any bottles over here? We are not. I'm going to have to move this around just because obviously one of them is more important than the other one. So we're going to just delete these 2. We're going to change this one to the train station. And we're going to, excuse me, select. There we go. 6. Okay. And then we're going to go for the, let's see, orange juice factory. 6. There we go. So hopefully they're going to prefer this one before that one. Because, I mean, that one is making us some money, but obviously it's not as much money as the brandy. So as soon as we're making tons of money from brandy, then we're going to go ahead and maybe remove The orange juice factory? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so over here, it looks like we're basically producing enough for now. Let's take a look at Nevin since we did actually make it. Ah! Aha! So now they have a tailor over here since we did help them out with their apple situation. So we can make clothing. I think what I want to do is make summer clothing because A, it makes tons of money. B, it's super cheap to make. It is like ridiculously cheap to make. And so that's probably the best thing for us to do. Lucky for us, we're actually really close to where there's water because we're of course going to need some cotton. So I guess we can probably work from over here. It's not that bad. We could make something that's maybe a little bit more. Nah, I think we're sending our leather somewhere, right? The bookbinder. Yes, that's correct. We are using the leather. Okay. So we don't really need to do anything with the leather. I think it's fine the way that we are. So let's go ahead and maybe help the tailor out a little bit. So that means we're going to need textile factories. We're going to need 2 of these. Let's place them maybe right outside the town just because I want to make sure that we aren't really getting too close to them. So we're going to go for 1 here. And of course, we're going to have to make our fabric. But this one's going to be specifically for summer clothes because as you can see, it just needs 1 fabric. I don't know if that's broken because that's maybe a little bit too cheap, at least in my opinion. That's super cheap, and that's just really easy to get money from. So we're going to need dye and cotton, naturally. Dye, I mean, we have coal there, and what else do we need for it, actually? We've made dye before, and I can't remember, so my apologies. But whatever it is, we're going to go ahead and send over our fabric to this factory there with maybe just 2 trucks, sure. So we need to rename this one the Fabric Factory. This one's going to be renamed the Summer Clothes Factory, and that should be good. Right, so now we need a cotton farm, and we need also a petrochemical plant, just because we are, of course, going to need to make dye. So let's see, I think I want to place the petrochemical plant somewhere behind here, and that should be okay to do. Sure. We're going to do that. We're going to make a road like maybe through here just to make sure that everything's connected and pretty easy to get to. So there we go. And to make the dye, we are going to need, so we're going to need coal and oil. Did that change? Did that change? We have a little bit of oil there. It's really not much, but I guess it'll work. We have more oil here, but yeah, this was actually pretty close. I guess we can. There's some over here as well. There's actually a lot of oil around here. Well, you know what? We need coal. Coal's right here, so that's definitely pretty easy to do. And I guess we can get to that oil. Ooh. They're all basically, it feels like they're all equidistant, especially this one since it's so behind everything else. It feels weird to actually place something there, make it go through there. I think that one might be the closest one, so I guess we can go for that one. Right, so coal mine. Let's go ahead and do it up right. Ooh, we have gas there. That's not that bad. We're going to go ahead and do it up right back over here. There we go. And I'm going to add just 1 harvester because before I added like 5,000 of them and it was really unnecessary. So we're just going to go ahead and add 1. We're going to send this coal off to the petrochemical plant with 3 trucks. Sure, why not? Just because it's not the closest thing, and also we're going to try to make sure that we always have dye going there. So we're going to go ahead and take this over here, take this down like that, and that should be a pretty easy trip. And we're going to go ahead. Did we actually select dye? We did. We're going to send the dye over to the fabric factory as usual. 3 trucks over there, even though it's not the furthest thing. And let's just call this the dye factory. I know I would like to maybe name them all Swavesey whatever, but I'll do that later. It's not that important. So we also need some gas. Wait, what? I was like, we also need some gas. That doesn't sound right. We need oil. Oil. So we could always take from this and just take it down that way, but I feel like this one's a little bit closer. So let's see what we can do about making an oil drill somewhere along the way over here. It's a little bit difficult because we obviously need to get a harvester in here, and that's really not the closest thing to do. Yeah, that's just intruding way too much for my liking. Okay, so we can make this like over here. Put the harvester somewhere over there. This probably isn't like the most efficient thing, but it'll work, and that's all that matters to me. So we're going to go ahead and do this right there, and we're going to add the harvester right in the back, because I think that's going to be for the best. And naturally, we're going to connect the roads just like the... Excuse me? Excuse? What? What was that? That was weird. Okay, whatever. And we're going to bring this all the way through here. Obviously not like that, though. That's a little bit too rough for me. We're going to bring that... that's what she said, I think. I don't know. Alright, so just like that. And, of course, we're going to send this oil over to the dye factory with 3 trucks, maybe even more than that, just because it's a lot further away, but whatever. So dye is going to be sent to the fabric factory. Fabric should be being sent to the summer clothes factory. Good. So all that we're missing right now is a cotton farm. And of course, we can do that right over here. Water's pretty close by, so that's not a problem whatsoever. Just as long as we have 1 extra slot for it, we do not. We have 2 of these. Let's see. Where are you sending water? Paper mill, wheat farm. Okay. And you're sending water to none of the above. Oh. Alright, I'm going to redo this then. This one's going to get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to send this to the cow farm. There we go. I'm not entirely sure why I rebuilt this one, or why I reordered them, I should say, because I think maybe one of them wasn't getting enough water. Yeah, this one doesn't have much water at all. And that's 5 harvesters, so I might have to build another one, actually, now I'm looking at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, fine, fair enough. I'll build another one. Excuse me? The trucks are still assigned. I was like, that's not right. There we go. Okay. So, jeez. I guess we have to leave that on there. And we're making, yeah, you know what? We seem to have enough water there, so I guess that one is fine as it is. Okay, I guess I'll make another water siphon. I was so excited too, because it looked like we had more than enough water there, but that's just not the case. Can we make another siphon, like, somewhere over here? Because it seems like I can't actually get another one in here. Uh-oh. This is not so good. Trying to fit another water siphon is a little bit difficult. I will find a way, though. So give me a second to figure that one out. And there we go, actually. I was like, give me a second to figure that one out, because clearly this isn't as easy as I thought. Nah, we got it, you guys. We got it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add 2 harvesters, because that should be more than enough for what we need. And we may even be able to redirect some water somewhere else, because clearly we're going to have a lot of it being produced here. Let's go ahead and do that, and we're going to make the cotton farm somewhere along this road. Right? Because that's the fabric factory. That's, yep. Good. Okay, so now we're going to need crop farm. That's pretty easy to do. We're going to go ahead and drop this guy right over here. Sure. And we're going to produce some nice little cotton, and we're going to add a few fields here and there and everywhere. Let's see. Can we make one like that? Yes, we can. 2, 3... Just as long as they all fit, I'm going to be pretty happy with that. Good. I think they're all going to fit nice and symmetrically. 4, and lastly 5. Perfect. Okay. That's good enough for me. We're going to need water here, of course. And we're going to send this cotton off to the fabric factory with 3 trucks, even though it's pretty close. For the water, we can call this, it's Siphon 3, right? Actually, this is Nevin now. So Nevin's water siphon. There we go. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and send this off to the... called Crop Farm 2? Really? Crop Farm 2. How about Nevin Cotton Farm? There we go. Alright, so that should be good. Now we should very soon be producing some kind of clothing. I know that we spent a ton of money on that, which is never really that good, but you know what? We're definitely getting somewhere. Hopefully we will soon make a profit. We are very close to making a profit that month. And let's see, are we actually producing anything at all here? Seems like we're not exactly doing that. How are we going in terms of getting the grapes? We haven't gotten any grapes. What? We don't have any stored there. What are we waiting for? Did I not add any vehicles? No, I added 2 vehicles. Okay. What are we waiting for then? Let's see. Did I mess something up along the way? What do we have stored? We have, oh my gosh, we have a lot of stuff. Okay, I must have messed something up along the way. So let's see. Let's make sure that everything's connected here. Because if it's not, then of course it's not going to go. That looks like it's all connected. Okay. Oh, I looked for a second like I was missing something, but I was not. Okay, and that's all connected. What? Did I not press play? Yep, that happened. Okay, there we go. I think we're going to maybe need some more trains going, because let's add 1 more train just because I clearly messed that one up. Go, train, go. Take our stuff over there so we can actually start making money. Whoo! Okay, choo-choo. We're finally working, you guys. We are finally working. So we have bottles there. We are going to pretty soon have some wine. Thank goodness. And, you know what, I was paused most of the time, so it's not like we lost much time anyway, so we're good. We're definitely good. So liquor store, the bookstore should be getting supplied. Looks like demand is a lot higher than supply right now. There we go. Alright, that's good, and pretty soon we should be getting some brandy over. There we go. Alright, so money is coming in. We only just got started on this month, so maybe eventually we'll make a profit. If we don't, I'll have to look around to see exactly what it is that we need to fix for us to actually get some money. It looks like we're actually still selling some stuff, so... Ooh, it's gonna be close, you guys. It's gonna be really, really close. I wonder how this is going. Let's see. Dye factories. Are we sending over the dyes where they need to go? We are, and fabric is getting not made because we're not getting the dyes just yet. Oh, we are making fabric. Never mind. And we're taking it over here. And we're selling this to the... We're not selling it. Aha. Aha. That would be why. So we're going to go with 3 trucks, and let's go ahead and start selling that. Oh yeah, we should have made profit, but... My apologies, you guys. My apologies. Alright, let's see if there's anything here at the wholesaler that I can sell to the grocery store. So they want apples, they want fish. Let's see if they have apples or fish. They have none of the above. Okay, so broke is unfortunately going to stay broke for a very long time. Bad jokes, I know, I know. As for St. Lancaster, let's see. You want fish, milk, etc., etc. We have at the wholesaler. Not really helping. Definitely not helping. Alright, and we have a few more cities. I think we have 2 more. Or 1 more. We have Fursfield, which we have looked at before. Let's see. They need eggs, grapes. We have over here, I can't even tell what that is. We have wheat. Oh, that's too bad. Wow, they have a ton of wheat. What the heck? Look at all that. Look at all that. What are they doing with that? Anyway, we did make a profit. Good. And it looks like maybe we're going to be growing Nevin and Swavesey because none of the other cities seem to be able to self-grow, basically. We can help them grow, of course, but for now I'm trying to focus on self-growth from the wholesaler. So they're selling wheat. I'm pretty sure nobody in the world wants to buy wheat. So unfortunately, that's never going to happen. So we're going to focus on just this city right here. Let's see how they're growing, or if they're growing. Up, they're over here. 40,000. Something about that seems a little bit weird. I'm pretty sure that's not how it's supposed to go. Whatever. And Nevin. Let's see. Nevin is at 70,000. They only still have a tailor and a grocery, but they will soon get another shop as soon as, you know, we can help them continue growing. Which means we should probably start taking care of their other needs. So, they want grapes here, they want burgers, they want milk, and they want apples. Sounds like the perfect place. Well, obviously they're getting apples from the wholesaler. But this sounds like the perfect place for a cow farm, doesn't it? So let's see what we can do about that. I'm pretty sure we have a cow farm nearby, actually. And we have plenty of milk, but I think we're sending the milk over to the grocery store in where? Oh, we are giving them milk. What? I was like, we're sending the milk somewhere. Well, we're sending it to Nevin, actually. So that's not that bad. So we are actually helping them with their milk need. Maybe, just maybe. Let's see. Where are we sending our meat? It looks like we are actually using our meat. We're sending it to the burger place. In Swavesey. What? We have a burger production here? And where are we sending these burgers? We're sending it very close by to Swavesey. Ah. So maybe we can also send burgers, if we're producing enough, to Nevin. Just because I think that's going to help us out. Although it doesn't look like we have... Oh, you know what? We're good. We're definitely good. So I am going to send some to Nevin, and hopefully it's going to work. I'm going to take off a truck there and send over 2 trucks to Nevin. Hopefully it's going to help them a little bit grow faster, just so maybe they can get another shops with which we can work. So that way we can make some money. Right now we're not really making much of a profit. So we're going to have to definitely take a look around. Let's see. So vehicle purchase. Ah. That was why. I bought some vehicles. Okay, my bad. We might have to sell, I should say, some vehicles from certain places, like maybe some of the siphons or something like that, because it seems like maybe we have too high vehicle upkeep for what we've been making. So let's see. We are still good over here, and oh, we're having some issues somewhere. I'm going to guess it's a water siphon because that's usually how it is. You have no water stored. Okay, I guess I have to add another harvester. Let's go and add another harvester right there, so maybe we can have some kind of water stored. Let's connect that up right over here. That should be good. There we go. As for this one, it has 82. Oh, I guess it's fine. No, it's totally fine. We have more than enough trucks going places. Let's see. So I want to check with the paper mill, because the paper mill seems to have a lot of water going to it. That is not the paper mill. This one is. We don't exactly have a lot of water there. Aha. So 8 trucks is apparently enough for that one. I was like, maybe I can actually delete some of these trucks. No, not quite yet. This one is also not getting much water at the time, and this one seems to have more than enough stuff. It's just missing paper, that's all. Alright, so that mess of trucks, though. It makes me kind of want to add extra roads, just because clearly this road is super busy, but I don't know if that matters. I really don't know. Alright, so over here we are producing not enough water, but... It's gonna have to stay that way, unfortunately. We're trying to actually feed the paper mill as much water as we can, but it's apparently just not enough. Wow, we are not making much money at all. Alright, so we're bleeding in terms of building construction. Ah, right, because I have to build something else. So that was our problem there. So we would have made money. Water? We would have made water? We would have made money if I had not actually built that right there. So I want to take a look. And I think most of our problem right now is building upkeep. And that's something that we kind of sort of will have to delete buildings if it becomes too much of a problem. Probably try to make these work with less trucks to certain places, although still we're not really producing much water at all, which is kind of sad. Wait, this one, this one seems to have too much water. Maybe we're going way too close, because the cow farm is like right here. The dough factory is, actually no, that one's, not so sure why this one has so much water and this one has none. They seem to be taking the same amount of water out, or actually this one seems to be taking more water out, but still has more. Something's afoot here, or at least I feel like it is, because that's just not right. That doesn't seem right at all. Well, we did make some money. Good. And I think I really want to get rid of our orange juice production just because it's basically going to us nothing. It's just wasting bottles at this point, and that's really not where we want to go with it. Oh, we're missing barrels right now? What are you doing? What are you guys doing over here? Are we actually not getting enough wood? Oh, we're not getting enough wood. All right, fair enough. So we're going to go ahead and add a few more harvesters here, just so maybe we can get enough wood so that we'll always have wood for the making here. Is that going to be enough wood? I have no freaking clue. It looks like it might not be. So I'm going to go and expand this road out a little bit more like that. And we're going to add in, can we add one more harvester? Yes, we can. Good. Just like that. So maybe now we'll have enough wood. We should always have barrels going out so we can always be making wine. And hey, we just got a train. Good. We just got a train delivery, so we should be making tons of brandy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, so that's definitely going. And over here, let's take a look at this. We are short of bottles, so we're not exactly making much at all. I think it's time to say goodbye to the orange juice factory, you guys. I'm pretty sure it's time to say goodbye because as nice as it was having them and trying to help Weston, it seems like, they're not growing anyway. So what's the point of having orange juice going? We're not making money from it. We're not getting bottles for it. So there's really no point. There's just, I see no point for this. So I think I'm going to definitely get rid of that and probably the orchard now that I'm looking at it because we obviously won't need that. We'll need these guys. I guess they'll just make the bottles for these guys and transport it via train, although it would be easier. Actually, no, wouldn't, because our sand collector's right there. So yeah, we're just going to keep transporting our bottles and our wine via train and then just get rid of these guys. So it's hard to say goodbye sometimes, but goodbye. Wow, that was a lot of money back. Okay, good. Ooh, okay, so now we got rid of that. And now where are we going to send all this water to? It looks like we're only sending water to the vineyard. And, oh wow, we actually got rid of tons of stuff. Wow. We're probably not going to need this many harvesters then, since we got rid of basically everything. So I'm going to just delete 2 of them, and that should help out a little bit, since we're basically filled with water right now. I'm going to go and maybe ramp up the water amount here, or excuse me, and we can sell off half the trucks, sure. That should be good enough. Hopefully this is going to mean that we're going to get plenty of profit. We're already making a profit, although I did sell buildings, so that's probably where it's coming from, honestly. Let's be real here. So we're going to have to wait until the next month to see if we're actually making any money, because I want to make money, okay? That's what this whole thing is about. Making sure that we make a proper supply chain, that we're making enough money to pay off our building upkeep, our vehicle upkeep, and anything else that we spend, like maybe building construction. So that's basically what this is about. So let's see. We have a few more days left in this, like 20 days left in this month to see if we can actually turn over a profit. We are no longer selling orange juice, but it seemed like we weren't selling it at all anyway because we weren't getting any bottles there. So, meh about that, I don't know. And it looks like we're getting close to making a profit. We're going to maybe make like a tiny profit if we sell anything like last minute, but it's really not much. So in the next episode, we're going to work on actually making things work a lot better because we're so close to making a good enough profit, and we of course have 2 cities that are thriving. They're getting much more stores and everything else that we could possibly need here, and I want to make sure that we make them grow properly so that we can have more to sell and more money to make, and that's basically all that we're going to do in the next episode, because that is it for this episode of Rise of Industry. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, show your support, and do subscribe if you already haven't. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome night.